Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Wiggle Worms. I bet a lot of you guys join in each week and watch Miss Christie. But am I Miss Christie? No, I'm not Miss Christie. I am Miss Ruby. Miss Christie couldn't make it today. She had something she had to do. So she asked me if I would fill in for her. And of course I'll fill in for her. I love doing story times. So I don't know about you guys, but this morning, oh, Miss Ruby, I did not want to get out of bed. It's a cloudy day and it looks like it's gonna rain, and it seemed like a very good day to stay in bed all day. But I had to come do story time for you guys. I didn't have to, I get to. Story time is one of my favorite things to do. So I thought, since it's a good day to stay in bed all day, we should read books about going to bed. I know it's only 10 o'clock in the morning, but it's never too early to think about taking a nap, right? Miss Ruby loves to take naps. So let's start with our welcome song that Miss Christie does every week. We clap and sing hello, we clap and sing hello. With our friends at story time, we clap and sing hello. We wave and sing hello, we wave and sing hello. With our friends at story time, we wave and sing hello. Stomp and sing hello, we stomp and sing hello. With our friends at story time, we stomp and sing hello. Hello, everyone. All right. So the first book that I have for you guys this morning is a brand new book. It just came out a couple weeks ago, and it is called Everyone's Awake. And it's written by Colin Malloy and illustrated by Sean Harris. If you have ever watched Miss Ruby read books with Miss Mary Jo on Discovery Garden, you will know that Miss Ruby loves end papers. Those are the pages at the front of the book. Sometimes they're plain, sometimes they have some nice pictures on them. Sometimes they tell us something about the book. So when we look at these end papers, we see it's blue. It kind of looks like nighttime maybe. And I think maybe this is a house. It almost kind of looks like a lighthouse, huh? All right, let's see. Everyone's awake. That looks like a fun house. The crickets are peeping, the moon shines on the lake. We should be soundly sleeping, but everyone's awake. Dad has done the dishes, Mom had locked the doors. I was snuggled up in bed, listening for the snores of my fellow housemates, till it occurred to me that all my fellow housemates were as wakeful as could be. Grandma's at her needlework, Dad is baking bread. My brother's making laundry lists of every book he's read. Sister's flossing braces and reciting Baudelaire while she's locked inside the bathroom, tying pellets in her hair. We all got tucked in early, a full tomorrow waits, but here it's almost midnight and everyone's awake. The cat is running circles while the mice are playing cards. There's some unholy racket being made out in the yard. The dog's into the eggnog, Mom's tap dancing to Prince, while Dad is on the laptop buying 10-yard bolts of chintz. My brother's now reciting every line from Condor Man, while my sister is trapezing from the kitchen ceiling fan. Dad just rolled the motorbike into the living room and is practicing Sinatra with the handle of the broom. Do you guys think that your family does fun stuff and crazy stuff like this while you're asleep? I don't know. I cannot think what happened to make us act this way. We were all feeling drowsy at the dimming of the day, but now nobody's sleeping and everyone's awake. How will we function in the morning, for Pete's sake? Mom is on the rooftop fixing broken slates, and brother's in the kitchen juggling the plates. Sister's donned a headband and is prepping for a run. While not asleep, we are at least getting some things done. Grandma's on to playing whist, long dead Grandpa Paul, and the dog has started throwing darts against my bedroom wall. Now, Mom just took an audience with Queen Sigrid III, while Brother just taught the cat a dozen dirty words. Will we ever settle? Will we ever sleep? Or will we be reduced into a shambling, sleepless heap? I'm really not quite certain how much more of this I can take. I think that we may just become forever everyone awake. But look, Sister's on his quiz show, and Dad is digging jazz. Grandma's singing Clementine with unabashed pizzazz. My brother's built a temple from discarded toothpaste tops, while the cat is giving poke tattoos and prank calling the cops. Mom just won a Pulitzer. Dad sailed off to war. Grandma joined a mining troupe, who knows whatever for. My brother staged a coup d'etat and overthrown the state, while sisters joined the resistance. They never got on great. Mom has forced a treaty. Dad just annexed France. Grandma's built a Goodyear blimp from Dad's old underpants. And me, well, I'm just lying here awake inside my bed, thinking I should just get up and write a book instead. Hey, what's all of this? What's happened now? What light through window breaks? The morning's come, the night is through. Let's hear no belly aches. But just as I walk from my room and down the staircase creep, I find the sun is shining down on everyone asleep. So they all fell asleep. I see Mom and Dad and Grandma and brother and sister and the dog, and there's the cat. It looks like they had a crazy night, and now they're probably going to sleep all day. And here are the back end papers. And look, the sun is coming up, and it's all orange and yellow. It's very different than the front end papers when it was dark and brown, huh? Or dark and blue, huh? All right. So now we're going to sing a song. We are going to sing If You're Happy and You Know It. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray. All right, now I'm going to tell you guys a story with the flannel board. It's one of Miss Ruby's all-time favorite books ever. It is called Goodnight Moon, and it's by one of my all-time favorite children's authors ever, Margaret Wise Brown. I bet a lot of you guys know this story at home. We'll go back in the same screen. Might do my left. Should I keep going? We're having some technical difficulties. You're still watching, give us just 1 second while we figure out what's going on. I can't tell if this is going or not. Miss Ruby will be right back.
I just turned on a hotspot.
It'll be back on. Just do what? No, it's still going. Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, guys. We are having some internet difficulties here. So if you're still with us, thank you for staying. I have no idea how much of that you just saw or what's happening because our internet is being a little wonky right now. So anyways, it's always fun at the library. So back to our story time. We are reading, or no, I am telling you a flannel board story. And it's one of Miss Ruby's favorite books by one of her favorite authors, and it's Goodnight Moon by Margaret Wise Brown. So, in the great green room, there was a telephone and a red balloon and a picture of a cow jumping over the moon. And Miss Ruby forgot something. There were 3 little bears sitting in chairs and 2 little kittens and a pair of mittens and a little toy house and a little mouse and a comb and a brush and a bowl full of mush and a quiet old lady who was whispering, hush. Good night, room. Good night, moon. Good night, cow jumping over the moon. Good night, kittens. Good night, mittens. Good night, light and the red balloon. Good night, bears. Good night, chairs. Good night, kittens. Good night, mittens. Good night, clocks. And good night, socks. Night, socks. Do you tell your socks good night? Maybe we should tell our socks good night. Good night, little house. And good night, mouse. Good night, comb, and good night, brush. Good night, nobody. Good night, mush. And good night to the old lady whispering, hush. Good night, stars. Good night, air. Good night, noises everywhere. Good night, everyone. Miss Ruby messed that story up a little bit. That's okay. All right. We have one more book to read. This one is all about putting your monster to bed. How many of you guys have a monster at home? I have a monster at home. You have trouble getting him to bed? Well, let's see how we put our monster to bed. If Your Monster Won't Go to Bed, written by Denise Vega and illustrated by Zachariah O'Hora. Oh, look at our end papers. I wonder what that is. Let's see. You think maybe this is what her monster looks like? If your monster won't go to bed. Time for bed. Who hates those words more than anything? That's right, your monster. But we all know what happens when a monster doesn't get enough sleep. Massive monster tantrums, refusing to join the sneak up and scare your sister game, and falling asleep inside his slug mush. Let's review a bedtime routine guaranteed to help any monster drift off into a peaceful nightmare land. Rested and ready to play, toss the slime ball with the rest of the kids and monsters. Don't ask your parents for help. They know a lot about putting kids to bed, but they know nothing about putting monsters to bed. It's not their fault. They're just not good at it. Don't bring your dog to cuddle. She'll bark and whine and chase your monster's tail, and your monster will growl and snarl and chase your dog's tail, which will lead to a monster meltdown. And who wants that? Besides other monsters. Do not do the monster stop. Your monster will wiggle his waggle, flick his flirt, and clench his claws, and the next thing you know, He will be shaking his bristly bottom and won't want to stop. And you will be shaking your unbristly bottom, so it will be a big bottom shaking, waggle wiggling, fur flicking, claw clenching monster kid stomp, which will last all night. Save the monster stomp for daytime fun. Don't have your monster count sheep. You know what will happen, and sheep aren't good for a monster's digestion. All that wool makes him a little gassy. And look, even the sheep says, this is bad. Do not give your monster a glass of milk. Monsters hate milk unless it's sour green and smells like dirty underwear. And if you give them sour green, dirty underwear smelling milk, they'll stay up all night burping sour green, dirty underwear smelling burps. Oh, and who wants that? Well, besides other monsters. Boom, boom, crash. I know that's a lot of don'ts. So if your monster won't go to bed, what do you do? Step 1. Pour your monster a nice big glass of calming, crunchy, oozy bug juice slimed with ooey gooey snail tails. No monster can resist this, and maybe you can't either. Go ahead, take a sip. I think Miss Ruby will pass on that. Step 2. Give your monster an ice-cold, shiver-inducing bath to relax him, and make sure you scrub behind his ears with mud soap. Mud soap? You guys use mud soap when you take a bath? Step 3. Brush your monster's bangs until they are at their smelly, rotten best. And don't forget to floss. Step 4. Help your monster find his favorite squishy, squashy, can't go to bed without a toy, and put all the other monster toys in your parents' bed. They will appreciate your thoughtfulness. I don't know if the parents will appreciate that. Step 5. Read the freakiest, creepiest, scariest story from your bookshelf, screaming where appropriate. And watch your monster's eyelids droop. If your monster asks for one more story, shout, "No way!" And get ready for step 6. In the key of Screech, sing "Shock-a-bye monster" and listen to those gigantic monster snores, along with the snores of your other family and maybe even the whole block. Congratulations. You've done it. Your monster has officially gone to bed. You are the master of monsters, the captain of creatures, the baroness of boogeyman. You're so good, everyone in your neighborhood will start asking you to help with their monsters. Uh-oh. Looks like Dragon won't put on her pajamas, and Werewolf won't stop howling, and that zombie is annoying the whole family. I know a lot about monsters, but I know nothing about dragons, werewolves, or zombies. I am out of here. The end. All right. Thank you guys for joining us today. I hope you stuck with us through some technical difficulties. It happens. So we are going to sing the goodbye song now. It's time to say goodbye. It's time to say goodbye. Oh no, it's time to go. It's time to say goodbye. Goodbye, friends. All right. Bye, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.